if we were to take 10 kids, okay, and they go to 2 different schools, okay, and one school of thought, we would never do this test, but I wonder what the results for this would be. One school says devil exists and most of you guys are most likely possessed, and says that to them over and over and over again in that school that they're going to. Fast forward 10 years later, 20 years later to see what kind of life they live. Then the other 10 kids to go to a different school, and the leader at that place says, you're protected by God. You guys are meant to do something big with your life. God's going to use you to do something very special with your life. You're protected. Everything's going to be all right. Work on yourself. Work on improving yourself. Contribute to society. Lead. Control your imagination. Fast forward 20 years later. I wonder what the consequences of those 10 kids on each side is going to be. Okay? One side, how many of them are actually going to believe they're a waste to society, and maybe they're possessed, and maybe they're... And then the other side's like, no, I'm supposed to do something big with my life because God's got my back. I'm destined. I'm supposed to. How that's going to turn out. Now, somebody may, trash that argument and say, what the hell are you talking about? All I'm saying is I believe there's a lot of power when people of influence, their words have more power from the pulpit when they say things and someone's standing in the audience and a parent said, that's the priest, that's the pastor. I think sometimes people use that power too much and they hurt people. And they hurt them permanently for a long time. And it messes them up.
100%.
And that upsets me a lot. It upsets because I've seen this myself. So for me, if I know there's power in imagination, if I know there's power in positive words, it's more about trying to get that encouragement for people to believe, you have control of your life. You can do something with your life rather than look at where America's at right now. What is America's biggest deal right now? And this has got nothing to do with what you're doing, but a part of it does, is America is convinced that rich people are bad people. They're fully convinced that rich people are bad people. They're convinced. When you say, we got to tax the billionaires, do you know how many billionaires we have in America? 720 billionaires in America. Do you know what their total net worth is? $4.7 trillion. If you tax them 100%, that wouldn't even be anything close to how much money they printed the last 2 years. $6 trillion. And you want to tax the billionaires? But because they say it so many times from the pulpit, people believe the problem in America is billionaires. So what if people from the pulpit said, the problem is you and I got to do something with our lives. If you can walk, talk, speak, you speak a language, you understand people, you feel, you have a healthy sense, you have the ability to learn and improve, you can change your life for the better. But that's not the messaging today. The messaging is victim, 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 victim. So for me, whatever the final product comes out of a denomination or a church or a religion is a byproduct of the leadership at the top.
So if you like this clip and you want to watch another one, click right here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click right here.